Students, how are you all? We are reading Thomas Gray's Elegy written in a country churchyard. Let's continue the poem. Far from the madding crowd's ignoble strife, their sober wishes never learned to stray. Along the cool sequestered vale of life, they kept the noiseless tenor of their way. Yet even these bones from insult to protect, some frail memorial still erected nigh, with uncouth rhymes and shapeless sculpture decked, implores the passing tribute of a sigh. The poet has told us in a previous stanza that no trophies were erected on the graves to these humble men who lie buried in this country churchyard, but that does not mean, the poet now says, that the dead who lie here are utterly nameless and that there is no memorial of any kind whatsoever for them. Some sort of memorial, whatever kind of that may be, the villagers did erect for them. Though it might be insignificant and humble, it does exist to protect these men from complete forgetfulness. Their graves are, as it were, adorned with carved stones bearing inscriptions in their memory. It is true that the stones have been badly and awkwardly carved and that the inscriptions are phrased in unsatisfactory verses. But these carvings and inscriptions do serve some purpose. A chance passerby might read these inscriptions and might pay his homage to the dead with a sigh of regret. In other words, the carvings and inscriptions on the gravestones might excite the sympathy of some passerby. Their name their years, spelt by the unlettered muse, the place of fame and elegy supply, and many a holy text around she strews that teach the rustic moralist to die. The names and the ages of these dead men are found engraved on the tombstones. The tombstones, the frail memorial, whatever kind of memorials, their sons, their grandsons were able to build for them. And the engravings and the carvings are the work of illiterate persons who therefore must have misspelled certain words and must have deformed certain letters. However, these inscriptions serve the purpose of a certain publicity for these unknown men, and they may also be regarded as a substitute for poetic lamentations on their death. That is, these inscriptions serve to commemorate these otherwise unknown men. Besides the inscriptions, many scriptural texts or instructive quotations from the Bible are engraved on the tombstones. These holy texts teach us the vanity of human life, so that a villager given to reflection would, on reading these texts, get into a philosophical mood and would begin to regard death as a desirable escape from life. These texts would induce in a thoughtful villager a desire to die. Now, rest of the poem we will discuss in our next lecture, in lecture 4. Thank you for listening.